This is a fan-based parody. Star Wars is owned by Disney. Please support the official release.
Last time on Weekend Star Warriors, a lot of shit happened.
Everyone went to sleep, only to have Ping Pong and Shogo awakened by a scream in the middle of the night. Waking their fellows, they crept down the halls of the underground city to investigate the source. So, as you look closer, you see that he's not just cutting into the skin, he has pulled a book-sized layer of skin off of the Gungan's chest.
Oh, hey!
Liliana, go ahead.
What are you doing to him?
Guys, hang on. I think this... It looked very bad, yes, but I think this is a ritual that we're interrupting.
This is the most sacred of rites. The Gungan death debt. He finishes his final work on the tattoo and then starts carefully stitching the slab of flesh back in place.
Oh, I gotta look away, I'm sorry.
Disa Gungan has taken it upon himself to forego all other things in the world. Friendship, love, and even communication, in order to fully commit himself to a singular cause. Every ounce of his energy is dedicated to revenge. These plasma tattoos have to be written on the inside of his skin. They all have the name of the one who wronged not only him, but also his friends and all of the Gungan people. He's a no speaking till the day the wrong who wronged him be dead. The name, Sheave.
It says Sheave.
Sheave.
You guys,
Yeah.
He's going through this torture because of the Emperor. He needs to kill the Emperor.
Welcome to Weekend Star Warriors. Yes, that's our name.
Can we go to Naboo? I've been trying to get to Naboo for months.
Ever since I've met her, she's been talking about getting to Naboo.
I want to go to Naboo.
Yeah, she's mentioned it at least 4 times.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of it, yeah. I'm good at everything.
Why do I sound like a bird who's dying?
No offense, but you don't look like the most peaceful individual.
I took this time to violently cut out his eye. And here it is.
I am sufficiently intimidated. My knowledge of Jedi and the Force starts and ends with, there were Jedi, they were cool, now they're gone.
So I'm trying to find out what's wrong with this lightsaber.
There's nothing wrong with it. It is a
Yeah, it's in your possession. How'd it get to you?
So much for professional warriors.
He needs to kill the Emperor.
Oh.
Like the
Like
Emperor.
Like Palpatine,
Yes.
Emperor.
Yes.
Emperor. He needs to kill Emperor Palpatine.
Yes.
Wait, he has a first name?
I guess.
Yes, he does.
No way.
And his first name is Sheave?
Sheave
Yes.
Palpatine.
I mean, I've done some research, Shogo says. I heard that he rejected the name his parents gave him, but it's been lost to history. How'd you know that?
Is that your godfather?
She has a lot of time and read a lot of
I
books.
read a lot of books, though.
Apparently some books that they didn't burn.
Yes.
Well, she's on the inside.
I'm a crafty little child.
Impressed, are you?
Honestly, I
Think
gotta
he's a
say,
little bit cuter, she, I
hearing
mean,
that his first name
whatever.
is Sheave makes him a little bit less scary, doesn't it? Sheave Palpatine. Like, Emperor Palpatine is a guy you don't
It's
want to mess
like
with. But,
Steve,
like,
but
Sheave
softer.
Palpatine is like, oh, I'm gonna grab a beer with that dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheave!
What up, Sheavy Sheave?
You'll still fucking cut your nuts off and then serve them to you.
I'm aware of that.
That doesn't make them any less scary.
Yes.
Apparently he disowned his first name before he was of drinking age, so I don't think that would be likely.
Hashtag relatable.
Okay.
As far as I could tell, he hated his family, his parents, but he respected his lineage, his grandparents and ancestors and beyond. So just to say fuck you to his parents, he decided, I'm not going by that name. I'm going by my family name only. So while you guys are talking about Sheave, the Gungan is stitching the shamed one's flesh back on. Finishes stitching the Gungan shamed one, stands up, walks up to all of you, looks at you all, reaches past you to the table, and pulls up a string. The string has a little purple crystal tied to it.
Okay.
He then takes the string and starts threading it through his mouth.
Why? Why are you doing this?
He already has holes in his mouth. It's not bleeding at the moment.
Still though.
And he continues to tie it,
He's sewing his mouth shut.
and then ties it shut.
Oh.
It's also like another holodrama I've seen. Anyway,
What drama is that?
Hocus Pocus.
Right.
Yes.
I'm still looking away.
He then picks up whatever garment he has and his electro spear. Roll for perception.
Okay.
2.
Yes.
I am looking away.
17.
15.
Okay, Zizzix.
Ooh, I get a whisper, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
First, I think it's my. No, it's not.
Okay, you can choose to tell the rest or not. Later.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's doing a thing right now. I'll tell you guys later.
Okay.
So,
I'm still watching him.
I'm on the whole way.
anyway, he's gone away. The ritual is over. He's gone to wherever training or sleep or meditation. The Gungan looks around and says, this unorthodox, but you're so welcome to help clean up the blood if you want.
Alright, see ya. I'm gonna
Mcclaw
go
likes
to
blood.
bed.
Don't you, buddy?
Yep.
Do you want to start licking it?
No, but I was
I'll
off.
use you as a mop.
So you all go back to bed, I take it.
Yes.
As we slip out and as we're like walking back, I mentioned to the others like he had components of a lightsaber in his staff. The one that he grabbed on the way out. It looked like separate components of a lightsaber.
So
Gold.
that was
Interesting.
probably a Jedi.
Don't know about that, but he definitely.
There have been records of Gungan Jedis in the past, although officially all of them were killed in Order 66, but
Yeah, that makes sense.
a lot of Jedi have been found to have faked their deaths. A lot of them were Padawans that were not noted in the temple records.
I theorize out loud, just like maybe he associated with Jedi, worked with them in some capacity.
I mean, I feel like, well, I guess you have a lightsaber, but you're force sensitive, and
Can you say that again, just slower?
no, you got way too excited.
She said you're force sensitive.
Oh, thank you.
Force
See,
sensitive.
I'm
I
going.
had a Jedi tell me that I wasn't, so to find out now that maybe I am a little bit, it's a big deal, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, good night.
Good night, Shogo.
Shogo takes the lightsaber off his back and hands it back to Mcclaw.
I take it. Put it away.
Everyone goes to bed, but Mcclaw decides to stay up and ask some questions to the guy who's cleaning up the blood.
Yeah. So as I'm helping him also, I ask him questions about, is this Shaman to be confined here?
No, he's free to go wherever he chooses, but he's always choose to be training or meditating.
If he had the opportunity to leave and go after the Emperor, would he take it?
Yes, he would.
Those tattoos on him, are they just names?
Each one is the same name.
Does he have to continuously be going under that tattoo process as part of his ritual?
Until the one called Sheave is dead.
Okay.
By his hand only.
The weapon that he has, what does it do?
It's a electro staff. It's stun when hit with little force and can kill very easily being stabbed through.
Where does he train?
In hall number Z7.
Would he be there now?
No, he probably in his meditation suite. He choose not to sleep. He choose to focus. Always be ready just in case.
When does he train?
He wake up at around 4 o'clock every day. That's in 3 hours.
Okay. I quietly help him finish cleaning up and then go back.
Alright, anyone else want to do anything or just go to sleep and wake up the next day?
We're asleep.
What's sleeping?
Alright, the next day, roll a d4 to see what time all of you wake up, unless you want to wake up really early.
I want to wake up early.
Okay, what time do you want to wake up?
Just an hour before, like at 3.
3, okay.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 4 as well.
Okay, you two sleep in for 4 hours, so until 9.
Nice.
And I get up at 7.
Yep.
Got it.
And let's see, Shogo,
What do you do for 2 hours?
he gets up at 6.
Smoke.
For 2 hours?
Get a little wake up, you know.
Wake and bake.
Okay.
Wake and sit
So-
down and meditate.
Since Mcclaw's the first one to wake up, where do you go?
I head towards Training Bay. Z.
Whatever I say.
Yeah.
Z7.
Anyway, you go there, you see the Gungan once again training very focused, smashing a bunch of droids apart. Other droids are coming, taking the droids away, repairing them, and then sending them back.
I study him. I study his movements. I study his technique, just so I understand.
It involves a great deal of leaping around, slashing, stabbing. It seems like it's incorporated almost every single martial art you've ever experienced, and several that you haven't.
Okay. I watch him how he deals with multiple opponents at the same time.
Oftentimes he dodges around them and has them fire at themselves, then staggers back so that there's a line of them, hurls his spear so it impales several of them at once, then grabs one of their weapons that's nearby, uses that until he can get his spear back.
Okay. So I watch him for 2 hours and then I go eat breakfast.
Okay?
So
The rest of you?
you're coming back as we're waking up.
Doesn't Shogo wake up next?
Yeah, I wake up next. Or Shogo wakes up next. He goes straight to breakfast, eats, and then starts pacing around the perimeter, just exploring. Next.
I get up, get a little stretch, get a little smoke, go eat some food. That probably takes about 2 hours.
And then we wake up.
Oh, I'm so not a morning person.
Me neither.
Especially
Never
when
have been, never will.
we were out at 1 a.m. last night.
Yes, I hate being woken up in the middle of the night. Usually it's just my brain or my bladder.
Thanks for sharing that information.
You're welcome.
Everybody pees.
Not necessarily. Zabreks don't have a bladder.
That's
How do they
strange.
process?
It's a joke, come on.
I got you.
Get it? I get it.
But there are certain species that don't have bladders.
Do they just like sweat it out or something?
I believe so.
I think it all comes out one hole.
No, it comes out
That's
multiple holes
disgusting.
because it's sweating.
Yeah, multiple.
Anyway, this is great breakfast conversation.
I ate 2 hours ago, so
Well, then
Well-
be considerate of those who haven't, maybe.
well, I was thinking about
I could
it.
go for seconds.
Me too.
So we all eat together. Yay!
There's this ancient book I once read,
Ancient?
or in the future, and they had second breakfast
Ewok's understanding of time is very strange.
or something. I don't know. I smoked before I ate this morning.
And you didn't share with me.
You were sleeping.
It's true.
Early bird gets the worm, baby.
Hey, Mcclaw.
Oh, where were you?
Doing stuff.
All right, jeez. Just a simple question. You do your
Being
thing.
productive. That's what.
That's what.
Can't relate.
Just burn yourself.
I'm aware. I was there.
These are delicious.
I'm
Well,
glad
this
you like
conversation sure is
Shogo.
moving our plot forward. What should we talk about?
I was watching our boy.
The
Oh.
shamed one?
Very proficient fighter. He was quite efficient with what he did. I was thinking maybe we give him a reason to use those skills as opposed to giving him just droids.
I think he would jump at the opportunity, but the key aspect here is choosing one where he's likely to succeed, because attacking the Imperial retreat is, well, Liliana, you can probably better describe it.
Well,
Guys, I'm
That's-
not saying suicide mission here. I'm just saying let's start with Naboo.
Start with here, how?
Taking down some bases. First start with patrols.
How much of an Imperial presence is there on Naboo?
it's well,
It's quite
it's,
high.
It's very high. There's at least 1,000 stormtroopers here.
You're suggesting.
Most of them in the Imperial palace.
So you're suggesting taking the shamed one with us to the palace and doing some damage?
I think before we do anything, we might want to talk to the boss council.
I agree.
They didn't seem to know what to do with us, really, when we talked to them.
Yes.
They don't like the Empire's presence here.
And they,
But do they dislike?
I wouldn't mind helping them out with a little bit of that. Being able to not have to hide out in this
One of the Gungan attendants walks up to your group. Excuse me, at your earliest convenience, would you please make your way to the boss's chamber? They wish to discuss something with you.
Oh, we're in
you guys want to go
trouble,
now?
You guys, we probably should.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm done eating my breakfast. Let's go.
You're like shoveling it into your mouth as we walk out.
I'm like, okay. Whatever they need. I'm here for them.
Maybe,
Okay.
honey, you've got a little something on
But
you.
what?
The Gungan looks over at Ping Pong, sees that you haven't finished all your food. You gonna eat that?
You can have it.
Sticks his tongue out, snatches it up. Thank you. And continues.
That was a neat trick.
Can I want to be sitting right next to you so that when he stuck his tongue out, literally went shoot, like right in front of my face. And then
And he shrieks back.
Okay, you go back to the bosses, and they say, "We have talked it over. A full-fledged assault anywhere at the moment would be far too risky." She looks over at several of the other bosses who are begrudgingly accepting it.
those hotheads wanted to attack.
But any stealth mission, if we get caught, could also be risky. It would give away the only advantage we have, the advantage that they think we're completely wiped out.
Yeah. Don't want to give it away too soon.
We have to ask something of you. You have no obligation to do this, of course. Would you be willing to go on a scouting mission independent of us in order to bring us information on what might be a weak target?
Sure.
Where
I
would,
am.
All power to the Gungans is all I gotta say.
where would you be sending us?
As I see it, there are two targets. One is, of course, Theed Palace. That, as we understand, you, Miss Emerald, are a big fan of.
Yes, very beautiful.
And from what we have overheard, you read a lot as a child about it, so you probably know the layout.
Yes, probably pretty well.
Of course, you, Shogo, may know the layout of the Emperor's retreat, and it may have more information. Though that path is far more dangerous.
So I say palace, 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 palace.
You s-
Fine with the palace.
Mcclaw, any opinion?
Whatever.
Let's go to the palace.
Why don't we...
I
Just
vote,
don't sing about it.
I suggest the palace.
All right.
We could always learn more about the retreat from the palace and maybe go there later.
Yes, we'll set that... Well, that'll be our next target.
We'll gather information about the retreat, in the palace.
And not die while doing it.
Not
Totes!
die while doing it.
This is going to be interesting.
As they all are.
Well, we will leave you to your own devices then.
Mcclaw's like, please don't.
We have taken the liberty of securing your speeder bikes, which you left on the surface. They still had Imperial tracking devices in them, so we tied them to a couple of gooberfish to give the Empire a runaround.
Nice.
We
Smart.
we have also altered their appearance so they won't be recognized as military models. Unfortunately, we had to remove the blaster cannons because that would be a big giveaway.
Okay.
Yes, that
We'll
makes
work with
sense.
We'll figure it out.
We've got weapons.
I'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, that is all that we can give you at the moment.
We appreciate it.
You guys technically don't exist, so this is more than expected of you.
They are waiting for you in the ruined Othagunga city. We can send you back. We can drop you off there, and you can take them the rest of the way.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
I put hands in, everybody. Here we go.
Alright, just the two of us.
All right, just the two of us. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Again, like she said, guys, it's a lot more fun when you participate in things. Just saying.
I think Mcclaw
Shogo and
is
Mcclaw
getting
are-
ready to not participate in our group at all
You
anymore.
don't have to come with us, Mr. Buzzkill.
No, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
Oh, we need to get into a fight quick before I let out on you.
Grumpy Dumpies, that's what you are.
Mr. Grumpy Pants.
The two of you.
All right, what are we doing?
Well, we're in the bongo, traveling back up. So, what is everyone's plan?
Oh yeah, we should probably come up with one of those, huh?
Okay.
So I talked to Shogo,
Yes.
and I asked him, do you know anything about this facility that we're going to? The boss said something about you knowing something.
Well,
I want to know what that something is.
I know more about the retreat. It would be Liliana who knows about the actual palace.
So what do you know about it? Entryways.
Well, there's basically the main entryway, obviously.
We passed it on the way in.
It's 3 levels.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be a servant store somewhere.
I'm sure if given time, you'll come up with a adequate entry strategy.
Is
Yes.
this a place that people can go visit or no?
They do give guided tours.
Oh, yeah, let's take the tour.
Take the tour and
Let's be tourists.
Might I
Slip
suggest
off.
that some of you find disguises for yourselves?
Well,
'Cause
you need a disguise.
I got one. Pulls his Tuscan get-up back on.
The Tuscan get-up that someone died in?
Yes?
Okay. Who else needs to disguise themselves?
Sure,
Let's discuss.
Well, they won't
I
recognize...
definitely need to disguise myself because there's a bounty for 100,000 credits on my head.
Shall we put a dead person's clothes on you too?
No, I'd rather not.
Does anyone have sunglasses? I mean, her red eyes are really distinctive.
Who's got contacts?
Pretty sure. Oh wait, actually, we're not on my shit. So.
Oh, you still have them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I hand them some sunglasses that are actually good against flashbangs.
Oh, okay. I'll take those.
Here's
Thank
an
you.
idea. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
From 3 buns.
It's that moment in the movie where you take it out and just shake it out as
Cobwebs coming out.
Few stray birds.
I look at all of you. I'm like, did that happen in slow motion for anyone else? I'm not even attracted to girls. And
Yeah, I got that.
Now,
thank you.
It was the birds that did
now, Ping Pong, you're already pretty
Disguised.
disguised. You're no longer what your bounty puck says.
Right, and also they don't even know what I am anyway.
The rest of you, I think, might want to dye your hair.
Surprise.
Or
I
Love my red fur.
Or you could
I'll go for a chestnut brown.
Ping Pong, little inspiration for you. The salon that you went to has not only hair dye, but also various styles and dresses that could be used as disguises.
Great.
Oh, I should definitely get into a dress or something.
Yeah.
Makeover!
Makeover montage.
You should have seen the look that these two guys just
Turn to the
exchanged.
right and work.
Yes.
Now turn to the left.
Thanks for listening to Weekend Star Warriors. I am your host and game master, John Ike. Star Wars was created by George Lucas and is owned by Disney. This game follows the basic rules of the Edge of the Empire role-playing game, and rulebooks are available for sale wherever books are still sold. Liliana Emerald was played by Megan Cordero. You can follow her on Instagram at Maganda88. Zizzix Math was played by Jeffrey Gardner. You can follow him on Instagram at Jeffa+. Ping Pong was played by Kat Johnston. You can follow her on Instagram at BirdieCat82. Mcclaw was played by Edgar Cuevas. You can try to follow him, but do so at your own risk. Music by Megan Cordero. Sound effects from soundboard.com. Special thanks to Mike Christensen and Marisa Cuevas. Please like, subscribe, and review, and we will release the next episode in a couple of weeks. Thanks for listening, and remember,
Palace, 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 palace.
I would like to point out if people who knew. Hush. Did anyone know, besides us know you were going to Naboo?
No.
Okay. Well,
See, told you.
just making sure.
Nobody knew about Naboo.
and your gun jams.
I sit down with you two for 2 seconds, and now I'm involved. I just want to point that out. Okay, what's the plan here?
Landing pee-pee!
I'm not sure this is sanctioned by the Rebel Alliance, so,
Do it!
okay. Pretty much all of this guy's blood is now on the ground.
As Ewoks, we are beings of honor.
Now, who do you want to designate for corpse duty?
Can we loot them?
Bacon! We're good to go. We can leave.
Let's leave.